Hey everybody, Iron Kiwi here. Today I'm going to be making a little treasure box. I'll show you sort of what I'm doing here. My workspace is a bit of a mess, but basically I'm just making this for my daughter. It's going to be a little steel treasure chest. So what I'm doing is I've got a piece here that I just cut out with a zip disc. Cut it out of this 1/8 by 1.5" flat bar. I've got these little pieces 1/8 by 1/2, and I'm going to basically weld these across as sort of, it'll have like that look of wood slats kind of, and then yeah, that'll be the lid, and then I'm gonna make the sides and all that stuff. So yeah, just getting started now. Okay guys, so I was having some camera issues and I just decided to not bother filming it, but I'll explain to you what I ended up doing for this little metal box here. So as you can see, it's got my daughter's initials in it, and just made it as like a keepsake box for her. I still need to add a latch here, but I'll explain to you sort of how I did it. So I used some 1/4 by 2 flat bar for all the sides, and then basically for this top part I just cut these little shapes out of some 1/8 plate with my angle grinder. And then welded it all together, sort of just stood these up and then kept gradually adding these little pieces of flat bar here. And then for this part I used some thin sheet metal that I just cut with tin snips, and I ended up just doing some tack welds along it so it looks kind of like studs. It's kind of crude looking, but I used some little stainless steel hinges that I just kind of welded through the holes on. So it's a little bit rough there, but this was sort of a first attempt. And this part here, if you can see that, it actually overlaps the front just a tiny bit. And it kind of clips down on there. I didn't really mean for it to do that, but you can see it sits, and then it'll actually, there, yeah, see? So it sort of snaps into place. But then what I did afterwards is I blackened it. So I basically just took some canola oil spray, sort of like Pam or whatever, something like that, cooking spray, and then I just sprayed the whole thing, and then I took a tiger torch and blackened it. So yeah, sorry, the camera's kind of hard to hold here. Yeah, so that works really well. I just sprayed it and then tiger torched it, blackened it, and then I wiped some of it off and took a wire wheel, like on a grinder, to kind of brighten up certain parts of it and give it sort of a nice rustic look. But yeah, it's a good design. I'm thinking of making a larger one, maybe using some wood instead of these slats, and then using some metal for this part. And I think I could get some, I think I could make it look a lot better if I did a larger one, because of the fact that you know, this is pretty small to work with, like trying to get in on those things and stuff. And then the actual inside base is made out of 1/4 inch plate or flat bar, so it's actually pretty heavy on the bottom. So if I were to put a little chain there, this thing wouldn't flip back because it's got so much weight on this part. But yeah, overall I think it turned out pretty good. Probably make a video of the larger one when I do make it. Still trying to debate whether to go with all metal or metal and wood, but yeah, it's just a neat idea. If you want to try that out sometime, you can make a nice little rustic treasure chest, and maybe put a latch right there. But thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll be making more videos soon.